Hello, I'm Woodrow Wilcox. I want to tell you a little story about how I got started helping senior citizens with medical bill problems. When I started helping to fix Medicare problems, the insurance agency where I worked had 3 agents and 1 location and only 2,000 clients, a little over 2,000 clients. Now we have 5 locations, over a dozen agents, and almost a dozen staff, and we have over 22,000 clients. I'm not saying all that growth happened because of my articles or my work. Everybody at the agency worked very hard to accomplish that. But I think the articles that I wrote and the work that I did to help our clients straighten out their medical bill problems increased our credibility to be an insurance agency that would help senior citizens. In 1996, I went to my mother's house, and she was in the front lawn with another man. I got out of my car, approached them, and my mother introduced us. It was Fred Ulayat, an insurance agent who wanted to talk to my mother. I learned that Fred Ulayat, I detected an accent. I learned that Fred Ulayat was from Syria, so I greeted him in Arabic, marhaba. He wanted to know if I had been in Desert Storm and had learned Arabic that way. I told him no. I just simply had some friends in college who were Arabs, and I learned a little bit of Arabic from them. My mother turned to me and asked me an interesting question. Do you think I should give my Medicare supplement business to this man? I said, well, I don't know, Mother. Is anyone else asking you for your Medicare supplement business? She said, no. Well, then if he wants it, why not give it to him? And that's how we started out. Fred Ulayat liked me. And then later on, in the year 2002, I visited my mother again. Fred was visiting my mother and my stepfather. And I asked him, I just wrote a paper about the Middle East. And I wondered if you would read it and tell me what you think about my paper, my research paper. He said, okay. He took it, and then he called me a few days later and said, Woody, I think you know more about the Middle East than anybody in the White House. And that's how we started our friendship. And then a few months later, he called me and asked me if I would come to his office and just answer the phone and take messages because his regular receptionist was taking the day off to go see her doctor. I said, sure, I'll do it. So I answered the phone, took messages, and then when he came to the office, I said, Fred, you've got some clients who have been calling and saying their insurance company is not paying the bills. And so he started to tell me what he knew about it and what he did to try to help straighten it out. Well, it was like we were in a cartoon and a light bulb went off over my head. I understood the problem better than he did. So I told him, well, this is what I see. Here's the problem. And then he thought about it for about a month, and then he called me and asked me to start working for him so I would take on these difficult cases where clients said that their insurance company was not paying the bill, and I would find what the pieces are, put the pieces back together, and get the bills paid and make his clients happy. So I started doing that. Then one time, somebody who publishes or represents a publication in Northwest Indiana said, Fred, you bought a big space of ad. You're entitled to an article about what you do. And so he turned to me and said, what do you write it? So I wrote it. And then another publisher came to our office and asked me if he could use the same article. He liked it. He wanted to use it in his publication. That was Mark Beal of TV View. So I said, sure, you can use it. Then I got the idea. Why not offer the article for free to publications in Northwest Indiana? When they publish it, a lot of people will know what we do that's special to help our senior citizen clients. So I started sending it out to different publications, started getting published. So then, about 3 months later, one of our clients came with big bills, almost $250,000 of bills. I think it was a little over $250,000 that were not being paid due to her husband dying and him living for the last few days, and all these bills appeared. And she was a widow. She didn't know what to do. So I helped put all the pieces back together so that the bills could be paid. She was thanked me, and I saved her over $250,000. And then every year after that, as long as she was alive, she sent me a thank you card or a Christmas card. And we just kept growing from there. But in my first few months, I saved our clients way over $250,000. And now, after working for 21 years, I've saved clients of the insurance agency where I work over $3 million. And I've written over 2,000 articles about Medicare billing problems for senior citizens that will cost them money if nobody steps in to help straighten out the billing system. And I wrote the book, Solving Medicare Problems. And with this video and this website, I'm encouraging people to learn from me what I've done and how to learn how to help senior citizens to fight mistakes and fraud in the Medicare system. Because I'm turning 70 years old this year, and I don't want my skills to die when I do. I want other people to learn from me. And that's what this website is all about, the series of videos and the series of articles. So I hope you will enjoy it and tell other people to start learning how to help senior citizens.